Okay, we'll come to the match that we witnessed last night. I mean, what a match it was. 4 goals. I think it's the highest scoring match so far in this tournament.
Yeah.
Really end-to-end stuff, but Germany was totally dominated the game. All right. So we'll come to you, Anand. Like, where do you feel Germany got this right in this match?
So more than what Germany got right, I think it's an advantage what Portugal gave to Germany actually compared to what we didn't have over the France game is our midfield. Similarly, the 3-5-3 formation worked in this game compared to in France because Portugal did not press our mid, which is Toni Kroos. What a game he had. Because of Kroos being able to play compared to what we had in France, Pogba was covering that mid. That time Kroos was not playing, it was Gundogan. But similar, likewise, since that position is off, right, we could not feed the balls to our wing backs. And that is what changed in this game. And that enabled us to go all the way in the attack, which we actually outnumbered Portugal's defense by 5-4. You can see the ball was all over the air only between the two wing backs. And
yeah, they crossed to each other.
Yeah, exactly.
To each other.
They crossed to each other, and what made it so interesting was the 3 in the mid. They were swapping places all over again, making Portugal's defense totally out of their mind. They do not know how to cover them because they were moving all around. And what remained stagnant was the 2 wing backs. And even so, the false 9 play, right? The three mid. Portugal tried to sit back in this game, which what I felt they should not have done. When they sat back, right, they did not pressure, did not give enough problems to the Germany's defense, which they could have exploited. That's what France did. They exploited Germany's defense, which was weak, slow, and Portugal had the pace. Who was there pressing Germany's defense? It was only Ronaldo. So Rudiger was all freed up. Ginter was no more seen to be slow because there were 2 people covering Ronaldo. So there was a superior advantage we had. So that turn over the whole game. Yeah, simply put it like that. Yeah.
But it was so clear, like I think Germany really dominated in their left side because I feel they targeted Semedo. Supposedly the next Dani Alves when he was in Barcelona.
Portugal
had a horrible game, but Gosens, right? I mean, I feel Germany has made use of him because this is what he plays for his club as well. Atalanta played a similar formation, left wing back, and as a left wing back this season, he has got more than 10 goals as a left wing back. I think that's quite impressive, and he showed that yesterday. I think Germany they have a way, to bring the club form, the players' club form in to implement that in their national team system. Yeah, but AC, what happened, bro?
I think Anand said it pretty well as well. I think, of course, credits to Germany, they played well. But I think to summarize the game, instead of saying that Germany played so well, it has to be stated that Portugal allowed Germany to play so well. I think if I have to summarize the match, I'll only say that the coach got this entirely wrong. That was not the way to play Germany, obviously. I think his tactics worked until they got their first goal. And then you see, you are 1-0 up. Yes, naturally, you tend to go a bit more defensive, but it is a mistake to sit back against Germany. You cannot sit back against Germany and just keep them, allow them to keep coming at you. They have got so many creative players. Look at the kind of game Kroos had yesterday. It only took them until like about 30 minutes of the game until they found out that, no matter what Germany does, Semedo is just going to allow them to do it. And that's what they exploited. Semedo was completely useless in what he was doing yesterday. I don't know why he was even playing.
Exposed, man. Yeah.
Zero, right? There was absolutely nothing from him. He was not defending. He was not supporting the attack. I don't even know what he was doing there. See, I think Fernando Santos had a pretty good plan of how, I think that's how they won the Euro as well, right? They didn't win the Euro by playing very entertaining football or whatsoever. They always sat back, they defended, and they counter-attack against team. I think that worked with the kind of players he had. And I think it's very unfortunate that Cancelo went out with COVID just like few days before Euro started.
Yeah.
I think the game plan that he had would have worked if it was Cancelo at the right back, because Cancelo was solid. With Semedo there, I don't think you can keep up with the same strategy anymore. You cannot allow teams to keep attacking at you. right? I think after this game, he really has to change a lot of things. He cannot, if he does the same thing against France, Portugal are screwed for
Yeah,
sure.
he keep playing two DMs, right? Calvaro and Danilo.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on there? I feel
What is the need for two defensive midfielders? It's not like William Carvalho is doing something damn great. He is, most of the time he's just trying to cover up for a centre back, which is what a defensive midfielder is supposed to do. But then what is the need for Danilo Pereira to be there then? Right. It's actually very redundant. I think Fernando Santos is just sort of relying on the front three of Portugal to attack, and everyone else has to just defend. But I'm afraid that that's no longer going to work for Portugal anymore because of Semedo. Right? I mean, we all know that if a team is going to sit back, each and every one of the player has to be solid. They have to do their part. Even if one player is bad, that's considered like a leakage in a defense, and every team is going to exploit that. And I think that's what Germany managed to do. After they got their first 2 goals, which Portugal scored for them, they just started to exploit them, right? They just started to exploit towards Semedo, and they managed to get all their goals. And we are talking about Germany, and the next match is against France. I can't even imagine what Semedo is going to do against Mbappe.
oh my god.
That's literally the last person you want to face if you're Semedo, and that's what's going to happen in the next match.
Yeah, exactly. With
Incoming
Hungary,
lubrication, man.
with Hungary, Mbappe, managed to get that bouncing ball and get that ball to the center. I think that will be a piece of cake for him against Semedo.
I think Mbappe will feel like he's not even playing against any defender when he's playing against Semedo. That's how easy it's going to be for him. See, if you ask me, I have a feeling that even if Portugal were to sit back against France with people like Semedo in their defense, they'll still lose. So rather than taking that chance, why not just go attack, play your game, at least have a chance of winning the game by scoring your own goals. Not own goal, your own team's goals is what I meant. You see, like you have quality players attacking. Why not use that? Just like how England, Southgate hasn't used Sancho so far. Why is Fernando Santos still not using players like Joao Felix?
Yeah, what's going on there, bro?
That guy has got so much of pace. I don't know why he keeps using Diogo Jota. Yes, he got 1 goal and 1 assist yesterday, but seriously, he's just not good enough. Yes, I know he's got 1 goal and 1 assist, which makes it look like he had a very good game, right? The first game, it was a tragedy. Yesterday, he played slightly better, but still nowhere good enough. It's about time you bring in players like Joao Felix. Renato Sanches has been having damn good games. These are the kind of players that they have to start. Andre Silva, once again, I remember when we had the last call before Euro started, I in fact wanted Andre Silva to be the starting lineup. Andre Silva is not in the starting lineup, but that's fine. But at least, come on, what is the point if you're going to introduce him in minute number 81 when you're trying to get 2 goals for your team? That's just too late. There's nothing much the guy can do. I think Fernando Santos really has to change the game up. He cannot go with this mindset that he has to sit back and defend, but rather just have some confidence in his own team. Go to win the game, not go and try to sit back and just try to score on counter attacks. That's not going to work all the time. I think he has to drop one defensive midfielder, maybe drop maintain Danilo Pereira as one defensive midfielder who can cover for you. Bring in more creative players like Renato Sanches. Bring in players like Joao Felix, who's got so much of pace. Bernardo Silva is really good, but Joao Felix is faster than him. He's got pace, right? So why not you bring in players like that? Try to win the game for yourself instead of just trying to sit back. That's not going to work all the time. Against France, I really hope that they would go to the match to win it. Because if Portugal loses against France, they don't have a good chance of progressing through. And that's really bad, right? To finish that, I think they should at least draw against France. And I don't think they'll be able to draw against France by just sitting back. They cannot do that anymore.
But easy. They're going to sit back against France.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying this with a lot of emotion and anger, but while I'm saying that,
There's
I know that's what he's going to
doubt
do.
there.
I know he's confirmed going to go there and try to sit back, but I don't know why he can't see that, right? Because Semedo is such a huge disadvantage for Portugal right now. You cannot let Mbappe go against Semedo, man. That's just like looking like you're going there to kill yourself.
Yeah.
So,
You cannot do that.
Like Cancelo pulled out, right? Their replacement was Diego Dalot. I mean, ex-former United player now for Milan.
Player, yeah.
Like, do you feel like he should be given a chance now?
Yeah, see, this is surprising as well because when Cancelo went injured, most of the fans actually thought that it would be Dalot who will be replacing him and not Semedo. So all of us are baffled of why Semedo was starting and not Dalot, because Dalot actually had a very good season as well.
Yeah.
He was good defensively. He's quite fast as well. He's got quite a lot of pace.
Yeah, at least he's fast. Yeah.
Yeah, so at least, obviously our first choice would have been Cancelo, but now that he's gone, at least have someone who has got one thing to do. At least if he has got pace good enough. Semedo has got nothing, man. I don't know why he's playing. He's not giving anything. At least if Dalot plays, he can have that aspect of pace. He can at least run up and down for a spot. And I mean, I kind of feel bad. I'm just putting this on Semedo, but I think in the entire defense, I don't think everyone has been performing up to their potential either. I don't think Ruben Diaz has stepped up as well. I don't see his performance or how he
Best
performed.
defender in the world. Best defender in the world.
He had one good season in City, and they said he's the best defender the world has ever seen. But that's not what's happening in Portugal right now. Pepe is literally still the best defender for Portugal right now. Ruben Diaz seems lost at times. Even yesterday, he scored the own goal. If it was the Ruben Diaz who's playing for City, he would have actually defended that comfortably. Right? So I think there's a lot of things that has to go into the work here. I still think that Santos is making the mistake that he thinks Ronaldo alone can win every game for them. And I don't think that's going to be enough. I think Ronaldo has stepped up. He's doing what he can for the team with whatever resources he's given. He's still scoring, he's still assisting. But just, referring back to how we spoke about England and Harry Kane, right? If you are not attacking, if you are not creating enough chances, there's no way you can get the goals. And I think that's the same way with Portugal. You can't sit back and think you can win.
Yeah, speaking about resources, right? I feel a big letdown, I think, is Bruno. I thought like Bruno is going to be the one, to actually carry this Portugal team, like in terms of creating chances, being dynamic. Like I thought like he's going to supply Ronaldo with a lot of good, but I never see one chance Bruno created for Ronaldo. I don't think that happened in these two games. Do you think he should start or not against France?
I'm not actually surprised because I think that's what happens in Manchester United as well. He goes missing in all the big games anyways. Yeah, so yeah. I think that's just what has been continuing here. I don't know if he's just feeling too much of pressure or what, but I know that how he's being used in Portugal isn't really playing to his strength as well. So I think maybe Fernando Sanches has to, tweak things up, give Bruno the number 10 role, give him what he needs. Number 8 role, to support the strikers, get players with more pace, maybe just have one defensive midfielder and Bruno, one defensive midfielder to cover the defenders, and have Bruno give him a free role that he prefers to bring in the creativity that he can have. And you have players like Ronaldo up front. You can't ask for a better striker than Ronaldo when you are a supporting striker. I mean, if you are a midfielder who's supporting strikers like Ronaldo. Yeah, so if you give Bruno a free space, give Ronaldo, let sometimes it's just simple as just let players do what they can do at their best. Don't restrict them.
I think Ronaldo proved yesterday, right, with their counter attack. Wow, what a ball by Bernardo, and then the run by Ronaldo also as well, all the way at that age, man.
Yeah, so that's why, right? Like you have players with a lot of pace. So why not allow players with creativity to do what they can do? You see, even yesterday, once João Moutinho came in, he had a good game. Because I think that's what Portugal were missing. They didn't have a proper midfielder to give the ball out. You can't expect Danilo Pereira and William Carvalho both to do that. They are both just defensive midfielders who are there for the physical presence. And
William Carvalho only passes to the nearest player he sees there.
Yeah.
That's all.
That's all he does. Man. You're right. And he's damn slow. There was one point in the match I thought he was jogging back, but actually he was sprinting.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah. He was trying to recover the ball, right?
Yeah. When he was trying to recover, yeah. So I'm like, what? So maybe this didn't work out. You just got trashed against Germany. You're not going to lose anything by dropping one defensive midfielder. Give Bruno the free role that he prefers. Bring in players with more pace like João Felix. They need to start with Adrien Silva. They really need to. That guy had a bloody good season in Bundesliga. It's only not being spoken enough of because Lewandowski had such an outstanding season. But this guy was right there as one of their damn good performers in Bundesliga. Why are they not tapping into that? They need to play Adrien Silva. Even Ronaldo can provide for players like Adrien Silva. Adrien Silva can be the person who gets the goal. Ronaldo doesn't have to always be the one who's scoring. Ronaldo can still provide as well. So I think they really need to make some changes, but speaking of all this, I still know that they're still going to go in with the same formation and lose to France.
What a turnover, man! Yesterday's game, the whole group became a flux again. If France were to lose with Hungary, right? Wow, it's a all four-way tie.
Yeah.
Turkish.
But I think the group stands for its name. It has lived up to its name of saying a group of death. So at least
exactly.
that's quite good. Yeah.
But I feel yesterday, right? I mean, after Germany was considered early, I think in any other team in that situation, because they lost the first game and they're losing early in this second game, many other teams could have crumbled. But I think this is where Germany showed their mental strength. They believed in their system, they kept going, and they know they can get at this Portugal team. And they managed.
And I think the moment they saw Semedo, they know they can win.
Fuck man, Semedo.
Okay.
So, but now, okay, that's the group of that. There's still an opportunity. There's a chance where Portugal can finish last. There's a scenario where Germany even can finish last. But Hungary is really, I think they've caused a surprise result so far in this tournament, drawing against the world champions. I think they were also close to drawing against Portugal, okay, but that did not happen. But against France, they scored a goal. I think I was so happy that they're scoring a goal again in front of their fans. I think them playing in Budapest in these two games, that was like the best crowd I think I've seen this Euro, because it's a full capacity stadium, right? So I think this group of that is going to go down the wire, guys. But okay, let's wrap up the other groups. The Belgium group. Okay, I think Denmark against Russia. I think that will be a head-on, winner takes all. But speaking about Belgium, right? Darwin, you're wearing the jersey now. Well, how do you feel about Belgium so far?
Okay, Belgium, like I said, against Denmark, they were totally lost in first half. You know what they were playing. I think Denmark could have scored more goals. Like I said, Belgium, I can somehow relate to how Netherlands play. Nearly in the Netherlands case, where defensive you will like to worry about lot on them. Defensive, there's lots of questions on their defensive portion. But attacking, like I said, they had to bring in Kevin De Bruyne second half. Then they're able to conquer the game. So Belgium, like I said, they finish up the group top. In the knockout stage, let's see how they perform on this one. They have the attacking strength, but defensive, that's it. The question comes back to the defensive. How they're going to perform the defensive portion. That will be the key play for Belgium. Son.
Yeah, definitely looking. I mean, the goal they scored, right, was an amazing team goal. I think Belgium is more like quite good as a team rather than relying on any certain individuals. And Lukaku, wow, he's really improving his all-round game. Not only a striker that is useful in the box. I think he created both the Belgium goals.
Yeah. 3 assisted.
Yeah, it was down to him. And Group A, I think Italy, guys, wow, the way they are playing, like. Anand, you were saying the day, like, how impressed were you with the way Italy is moving as a team, and like how do you feel, like what is the secret in this Italy team? So like what you've seen so far that has impressed you?
Italy, definitely one thing is wow, each of them, like with the ball, without the ball, they are very good at it. Each of them are so organized, right, and making the moves like all the time. Everywhere, all of them are everywhere in the pitch, waiting for the ball, waiting for each other player to connect, and that's how they could score so much. This is not the Italy that we typically see in tournaments. Italy is a team where you win like 1-0 and then or draw and go to the penalties and script through it, and somehow you win the tournament of that. But this time, no. It's a whole new Italy we are seeing. It's like after COVID Italy, I could see this.
Yeah, post-COVID.
Yeah, post-COVID. True. So still interested to see how far they can go with this kind of run. And however, I think they're still not challenged much because of just how the group is set up. Would like to see how they would set up their team and play against bigger teams.
Yeah, Wales have been quite impressive also. I think they have a better game plan and compared to England.
For sure.
4 points, I think they're quite through. I think Switzerland here can still go through. They need to beat Turkey, then they'll be through. Finland here. I think Finland need a draw against Belgium. I think 4 points can get them through. But I think this is between Russia and Denmark, right? Because the head-to-head can favor Denmark. This similar scenario in Group C. Ukraine and Austria. Yeah, they are meeting each other, right? So I think it's a winner take all here.
Winner take all, yeah.
Yep.
This group, guys. So I feel now it's in Scotland's hand. They're going to meet, I think, Croatia, right? The last game.
Croatia, yeah.
Yes.
Scotland, Croatia.
So it's also a winner takes all. Is there a chance for England to go out?
No, they'll finish third minimum. How?
Yeah.
No, I think England is planning to finish second. I think, based on the knockout flow.
Planning. You think England has any plan?
Looks like looking at I think they are high likely to could be finishing second here. I think Czech and England the last game.
After the first game,
what happens? What happens if Scotland finish? Okay, let's just say Scotland wins, right? They beat Croatia, and Czech Republic wins. Both England and Croatia will finish. England and Scotland will finish with 4 points.
Yeah.
And they drew. So then what happens? Who finishes second in the group? Then it goes to goal difference, is it?
Yeah, goal difference.
Goal difference. If there's a goal difference, then Scotland is already considered. It's already -2, right? Yeah.
England's goal difference is slightly better now.
Better, okay.
That's why I say that
this group, all 4 can still go through, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Like
so Czech only needs to draw to finish top against England.
Yes.
I think Czech has been quite impressive also. I think I mean we all thought Czech would be last in this group, but look at this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh man, the most
interesting group.
You know why these group games are somewhere at 3 a.m.
Exactly.
see the goals there. See the goal difference here all.
Oh my god.
1-0-0, -1. There's hardly any goals. Like Sweden, I think they only scored 1 goal so far, and that is a penalty, but they are having 4 points. Spain, guys, what's going on with Spain?
I wouldn't be surprised if Spain goes out in this group stage. Wouldn't be surprised if Spain doesn't get any result versus Poland. Not versus Poland. I think their last game against Slovakia. Based on the gameplay, if they don't get any result against Slovakia, we could be seeing an upset here. Spain to go out the group stage stuff.
Okay, guys. So looking at the team standing now, right? Like currently where they are. All right. Okay, so we will just see like how the tournament 3 will pan out. Okay. So we will just take Okay, we just take these 4 teams as the best third place teams, right?
Yeah.
Austria, Scotland, Spain, Portugal, just to see how it pans out.
So this is after round 2, right, Ivan? Not excluding round 3.
Yeah, I mean this is like after
how
the
it is
group
now.
stage finish. Yeah, because we just want to see like which teams will go through the which side of the bracket, because I feel it's a bit lopsided. Like you see here, right? The teams that has been quite impressive so far, Belgium, Italy, right? They'll be in one side. And including France. If France managed to finish first, I feel this side of the bracket is quite stacked up. So the third place in Group F will be meeting Belgium.
Wow.
Nice. Love it.
Group of death for a reason.
Yeah.
So and if England finish second, like how they are now, they will be playing most probably Slovakia and a possible France game in the quarters. So like Darwin, you said England finished second better. I don't think so, because they'll be in the same side as Italy, Belgium, and France.
That's the thing. Oh my god! But if they finish first, I think that'd be a different case. I think if you see the Czech Republic, they can go down a bit.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
Czech Republic. Yeah.
Okay, this is the bottom bracket.
Yes.
So if England finish here, right, then they'll be meeting the second
German.
that means the last 16 is already tough for them.
Yes.
Sweden,
It looks like, because like I said, based on the flow, winner of Group D, they will fight with runner-up of Group F. So if you runner-ups, any or one of them, France, German, even Portugal. So these three of them going to give big trouble to England. Anyhow,
It's
so that's
between
why I say that.
who of them they meet,
Yes.
excluding the first one.
So like I said, yeah. So I said winner of Group D, they have an unlucky draw here. They need to fight with the Group F members here. So looks like let's see what happens in the final round of the games.
But myself being a bit biased here, right? I'm quite excited about this bracket because Netherlands will be facing the third place of Group E, which is currently Spain. But I think most probably will be Slovakia or Sweden once the third round ends. Then
Yes.
Darwin will be meeting the runner-up of A and B. Like, I feel like our route to the semis is quite okay.
Okay, yes.
Don't worry, you'll meet either one of the Group F members in the semis.
Yeah, but at least we make it.
At least you reach the semis.
Yes,
correct.
that is a big
Accomplishment.
Big yes. First.
So once it goes to semis, like it's anyone's game. I feel
Correct.
like who turns up on that day.
How much you want it.
So, but overall, I think this Euros I wouldn't say the most exciting Euros game. A lot of teams are playing quite pragmatic because they know they only need like 3 or 4 points minimum to go through, right? I think a lot of teams, even the small teams like Macedonia was like hard to break down. Hungary is the proof. Like they shouldn't be like nothing should be written off here in this tournament.
Yeah.
I think we are in for more surprising turn of events. So let's see the conclusion for Group F. Wow, the Portugal, France. I feel like in Group F, every game is already a knockout, man.
And then
it's
still
not a group game.
Yeah, that's how it feels like. Yeah.
Exactly. And then still it doesn't end there. Round 16 also is gonna be, one of the tough game for Group F as well. No matter where we finish. Yeah.
Yeah, it keeps going like that. But at the same time, we have teams like England in a very comfortable group, good squad, but they're also struggling somehow. So let's see, guys, how it's going to end. But we will just do a short roundup. Like who you guys going to feel is going to be the champions? So we'll start with AC. Just who you feel, bro?
Probably
just one team.
Italy.
All right. Darwin?
Based on the knockout flow, it looks like Italy. I'm looking at Italy now.
I think Italy-Belgium is going to be a possible matchup, I think, right, in the quarterfinal. I think who comes out as the winner there will probably go all the way.
Yeah.
Yes, fine.
And then, are you backing your team?
Yeah. Germany, man. Germany. Let's see.
Good luck to Hungary first. You need to go through that, guys. First. Now, guys, great discussion. We will meet back after the round 3. We will do the preview for the quarterfinals. Right?
All right.
Nice one. Yep.
So.
Okay.